Yo, what is up guys? It is the man in the can, Super Pigman here today with another video. And before we get into this Kenshi lore video, I'm going to be starting off by saying thank you guys for 183 subs. It means a lot. And I am also working on the Anthem video. I'm working on getting gameplay for it, the private beta and all. But anyways, let's get into this video. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about the first empire and the second civilization that the first empire fought. So, the first empire is always like one of the more mysterious parts of the Kenshi lore area because it's just a really huge gray area. We don't know that much about it. We don't know what's real. We don't know what's fake, right? It's just one of those things that will always be in mystery until they release more updates and, kind of like give more detail into the lore. But I don't really think they'd add any more lore. I think they're intending for us to find out certain things. But I do want to start off by saying when you look into the sky, you can see a planet. Now you see that planet and you see a moon, and on that planet you see oceans and land, which is my guess. I'm guessing it's habitable ocean because it's blue, although I could be wrong because sometimes there's blue acid on the, on the planet of Kenshi. Anyways, so I want to talk about the Civil War and the other civilization. So we know in the First Empire there's this huge civil war with this outside source, which was a second civilization. Now we could be taking a huge leap here because this took back thousands of years ago, but we can take a huge leap here and guess that Kenshi was supposed to be terraformed. And now I want to tie this all in with the eye, how there's two eyes, the satellites that shoot beams down. I want to talk about that a little bit, but I want to talk about how they would be able to terraform this. So I know I studied a little bit of or I did my own research on terraforming, and there is this, NASA has come up with this like satellite type of thing that can, be in front of a planet. If they can like remotely control it and be in front of a planet and give it its own magnetic field. So I'm guessing, what if this thing creates a magnetic field and sometimes there's like short circuits and so it shoots it onto the planet? And now that would sound really crazy, but it could be possible because you're talking about generating a whole entire planet's magnetic field in a little satellite. So it wouldn't be that wrong to assume that maybe, short circuits happen, because naturally short circuits do happen with technology. So maybe that's what explains the eye, Maybe that is what the eye is. It's this failure of the First Empire's creation of a magnetic field. But I mean, it still works. It still does its job, But it could, have everything to do with the gas storms and stuff like that because it is an artificial magnetic field. Now, how this all ties in with the other civilization, I'll get to that. But maybe, there was back on that planet, that's the home planet for the organics, which is the first human civilization to hop onto Kenshi. But maybe that is their home planet. And there was probably some type of government. We know how governments are. Maybe there was this rift in this government and they come here looking for more freedom, just like, our founding fathers did. Maybe they come to Kenshi looking for more freedom. And they do get that. And they're able to terraform Kenshi into a habitable, living area. Now, what is really interesting is that these people like set up everything, and for some reason they start building up defenses. We don't know why. We don't know, because the why or the because type of thing. We just know that they start building up behemoths and skeletons. They even create their own skeleton race. Now, we don't know if this was first from the planet that they came from, but I'm pretty sure they were the ones that created it, because if they had skeletons on the other planet, there'd be a high chance that we would have more company on Kenshi. Now, we do know that sometime during the First Empire, close to before it fell, there's a civil war, and the civil war really unleashed a lot of chaos on the world of Kenshi, and it also caused a huge famine, and so pretty much both civilizations got resetted. Now, this is where I want to talk about what happened to the second civilization. We do know that they were really advanced enough to create this magnetic field type of thing for the planet of Kenshi. Now, if they're advanced enough to do that, then they have to be super advanced to, be able to terraform and do all that stuff. Now, I think Kenshi is a failed terraformed planet. Maybe we're talking about a whole entire space empire out there. I don't know. Maybe the whole entire space empire fell. Now, if we are going based on that theory, if it was a space empire and Kenshi didn't want it part in it anymore, maybe that's why they built the behemoths in the first place. Because there's no reason why you should have pretty much those pretty much big ass skeletons, other than for that reason. They were there to defend you. They also did do something else, which I think is kind of funny. They would just throw satellites up into orbit. But maybe these behemoths were their defense to a space invasion. And maybe they weren't the only planet, because if they were the only planet, they would have been crushed. They would have been destroyed. But from the way it sounds, this doesn't sound like a, like just one planet type of thing. It sounds like multiple planets. And maybe this caused a whole entire reset in the space empire. Now think about all the past empires that have passed by. Think like in history, the Roman Empire, when it fell, there was a whole entire dark age. Then when the Byzantine Empire fell, there was a dark age. There's like a little dark age, and like where Greece was in all that area. And now there's always a dark age after a big war, or a big a big country passing, pretty much, like, if you know what I mean. But maybe this is the dark age. And now I know what you're saying. It's been like a couple thousands of years. How can we still be in a dark age? Well, that is the answer. I do not know, because they did reset themselves. They resetted like pretty much everybody. And what I mean by reset is they pretty much they lost all their like great technology and all the great minds and all that stuff. So maybe the second civilization is still living up in that planet we always see. And maybe, just maybe, they might have they're probably building up a whole entire invasion for, like building up a whole entire invasion just to invade into Kenshi. Now this would be pretty interesting if they added this in, like maybe it's going to come out in a future update. I don't know, because that planet is just sitting there. I think they intended to leave that planet there. Like, if you really look at it, I think they intended for us to be able to see this planet. Now, what is on that planet and how many people are on the planet or what type of species is on the planet is beyond me, but I'm pretty sure it's probably a different subspecies of human. So that is my theory on the other civilization. Now this is kind of lore and theory, trying to tie together pieces like I always do. I am going to come up with another video talking about Scorchlanders because somebody recommended it, but hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I'm sorry for the long way. I told you 3 or 4 days. I'm almost certain it's been like 5 days or something, so I'm really sorry, but make sure to leave a like, subscribe. We're on that way for 200 subs. Let's get it.